Anytime a child makes an outcry of abuse, they're looking for adults in their lives to support them and help them. It takes a lot of courage for a child to make that statement about something happening, and so anyone can be someone by moving things forward for that child, but especially in a forensic interview and in children's services, our staff here daily are being that someone in a child's life because we're creating the space for them to talk about the things that have happened.
Forensic interviews are a way to help kids only have to tell their story one time. The purpose is to gather information from the child using their own words. So we have interviewers that are trained in question types and are trained to talk with children. Many have therapy and social work backgrounds, and so they use that training to talk with kids and get information from them.
So prior to the Child Advocacy Center movement and Project Harmony, children were often interviewed multiple times. So the purpose of having a Child Advocacy Center is twofold. One, it is to minimize the trauma as well as to streamline the investigative process so that those who are investigating get the best information.
So the room is pretty basic. It looks a lot like a therapy room, just 2 chairs, some drawing materials. Oftentimes we will draw with kids to build rapport and help them keep their hands busy. We do have anatomical dolls that we can also use during the interview if children are having a hard time explaining with words what has happened to them, so they can use the dolls to help show, or they can write things down. We use facility dogs frequently in the interviews, and really they are just a comfort to the child. Some children like to sit on the floor and pet them, other children just like having them at their feet, but just their presence can be very helpful to children. And then while I'm in the interview with the child, the caseworker or detective are in the other room watching, so the child doesn't see the other people watching. So we explain that to them. We show them the camera. It's part of our protocol that they know what's going on. We want to be honest with them because we want them to be honest with us.
That recording is provided to law enforcement as part of their chain of evidence and can be used in court proceedings. We start interviews at age 3 and we interview children up to age 19. We also do courtesy interviews for law enforcement or child protective services for developmentally challenged adults. I think one of the myths that I hear is that the forensic interview is traumatic for children. While children may come in a little bit nervous and anxious, they often leave a forensic interview feeling much better. So it's sort of like a weight is lifted off their shoulders. And so the forensic interview is not traumatic for children.
Typically we average around over 200 kids a month. We're seeing a lot of faces and a lot of hard cases, but we're all coming together as a team with law enforcement, DHHS, advocates, medical personnel to help this child and support this child. And I believe that is the mission of Project Harmony, to help support the process for children going through this type of stuff and end the cycle of abuse.